Turn off that kitchen light right there. Turn off the kitchen light right there. Thank you. Okay, let me turn the chat. If you're watching this, it's not live anymore, so just letting you know. Hey, family. I love you so much. Ah, you love me, girl. Oh, y'all so... Yeah. Oh, she said message retracted. She said, no, I don't love you that much. Hey, guys, what's going on? So I won't be on long because I have to take... So I have, like, surrogate kids who I was their youth leader during like church or whatever. And hold on, let me clean this off. Okay. And she's pregnant with number 3 now. She's 25 and married, and she's just miserable. So I was like, I'll cook you something to eat. So I was like, I'll make you my famous red beans and rice, right? They are delicious, and they're from scratch. Like I buy the beans like from the shovel, like, you know. And she was like, okay, well then I have to make some chicken. I'm like, girl, at my house, the way I make red beans and rice, that's a whole dish. So I had to make her some smothered chicken too, some butter smothered chicken. I'm like, girl, dang. So I got to take that to her. But before I left out the house, I said, let me go do my live. I forgot I go live every Wednesday. This is me keeping my promise. So what's up, y'all? What's up? Okay, hey, y'all. Hey, Cheryl, Kaja, Danny, Dania, Miss Deborah, woo woo, Tara, Nikki, Jackie, Barbie doll. Hey, y'all. What's up? I thought I spelled it wrong. Okay, I was like, okay, she love me. Okay, no, she don't. No, what's up, you guys? So, I know you guys are watching Wasted Downtime. Or how gozaimasu. What's not more than, huh? Damn, I forgot how you say good evening. Girl, I don't know. But what's up, Skeeta Snake? I like you. What's up, girl? It's my homegirl who had the VSG. She's in Japan. I can't wait to get my money right so I can get there and go see her and I can stay with her for a few days. But I am feeling okay today. As some of you know, like less than a month ago, I had to have surgery because I lost the baby that I was on here bumping my gums about. Unfortunately, we don't even know what happened. It's called a blighted ovum, where basically the baby's forming and then something happens and the heartbeat, we lost it. So my family and friends and children were kind of dealing with that right now. Where's my phone? Hey, Jada, bring me my phone off my bed, please. So I'm still dealing with it. Some days are good. Some days are crazy. Sometimes I cry. Sometimes I just sit and stare. So I just show y'all what's going on so that nobody ever thinks like, oh, like, she got it together. Like, no, it's a journey. So anyway, okay, she said, oh, it is morning. Oh, how gozaimasu. Doja yoroshiku. I think I said something. Thank you. Oh, gosh. I had an appointment and I missed it. Anyway. Okay, 30 pounds down in 30 days. Post-op. Woo, woo. Naja, what's up? Rick Raction 93. What's up? Hey, girl, hey. I have my VSG on 211. Oh my gosh. All these people are so new. Look, all the freshmen in the freshman class. Hey, y'all. Girl, I ain't gonna try to say that. Hey, TUSIMPL. Sumi people. Joy Brooks was popping. Oh, Konbawa. That's right. Girl, I forgot. Okay, girl. Watashi wa kasarin desu. Dojo yoroshiku. Okay, girl, I know this. I think this is Gohan, rice, right? And then bread is pan, right? Girl, that's it. That's all I know. I can't remember all of it. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, it's okay, Barbie doll girl. I'm making it through. Margarita was popping. Hey, Kat, I subscribed to your videos when I started my journey, and now I'm having VSG tomorrow. All right, girl. So I'm just on y'all journey all with y'all, huh? Like, we friends, okay? Thank you, Desiree. Oh, y'all sweet, man. I appreciate it. Nick said, I only have 2 more classes until a pre-op appointment. My homeboy, well, it's not my homeboy. Somebody met on Instagram. He's having his surgery in a couple of days. I'm like, wow, like all these people was like joining the losers bench, like for real. So sorry. No, thank you for y'all prayers, because I believe the prayers of people have kept me from being depressed, you know, because I wasn't praying for myself. I was mad. Like, I'm mad at you. So VSG day 49. Oh, wow. Girl, don't be nervous. Girl, let me say something. Don't be nervous. Be ready to be thin, okay? And be slim, okay? Hello. Anyway. Yeah, don't be... Tisha, what's up, Letitia Turner? Don't be nervous. Be ready to be slim. Be ready to go somewhere and try something on that's a 1X and you in the medium and be like, oh, oops. You know what I'm saying? I just had my EGD done yesterday. Can't wait to get my day. Girl's coming, girl. The light is coming back on. It takes time. I am now 173. My body scan put my goal weight at 176, 162. They expected me to get there in May and had a schedule. Oh man, that's a blessing. So my goal is I'm about 197. I've gained about, so I'll get about 15 pounds in the last 12 months. I don't give a damn because child health-wise, I've been all over the place. But my goal would be 170, 175. The smallest I got was about 182, 183. But I'm not rushing it. Like right now in California, it's super cold, like way colder than usual. Like in the morning, it's like 39 degrees. That is not Cali weather. When it warm up, mother will get back in the gym, lose his weight, okay, and do what I got to do. What I really want to do is get my tummy tuck, but that costs. So I need to finish my book so y'all can buy it, and I can buy me a tummy tuck. And then I can go on tour and come see y'all. But yes. Ooh, Valentine's Day. All right. Yes, Tisha. Okay, so I know you saw the title of this live and it says fat people beware or something I said. So I wanted to talk about this with you guys first before I made a actual video, just to get your input, because it sounds like super offensive, but I always say I'm a fat person at heart, which basically means I may be thin, but I remember what it felt like to be there. And I have a heart for fat people. So sometimes I hear people who are thin talking smack, and I'll hold it, my eye gets twitching, and I just go off because I'm like, you talking from a perspective you don't have no experience of. We're not out here like, how can I ruin my life? I know I'll be fat. Like most of our eating habits stem from trauma, mental, unhealthy dysfunction, like all type of stuff. So I say all that to say, being bigger or fat is not about laziness. We have a lack of discipline, but we also are using eating to cope with something, especially if you have been big all your life. I wasn't. I played sports and something. I gained the weight and I tried. And the ability to have portion control through this procedure helped empower me. So when I went to the gym with my trainer husband, okay, who looks like an NFL superstar, I could have results that lasted. So anyway, I say all that to say something that I have been getting a lot of, I kind of put two and two together. And I was like, oh, I need to talk about this, is fat fetishes. And hold on, let me see. Ooh, 10 degrees in Massachusetts. Ooh, baby, I'm a California girl. I could never do that. Finished everything, but my pap smear came back abnormal, so I have to wait for my next appointment. They need to give you a little antibiotics, clear the little yeast infection up so you can get your surgery, girl. They be trying to be extra abnormal. It's probably something stupid like, oh, you may have okay, now what? Like, I hate when the small stuff. They said my he thought I had a thyroid problem. They sent me to a whole other specialist, which pushed my procedure back like 6 weeks. And he in there telling me something, this is kind of big for a woman. I was like, what you saying, man? So I just want you to say, no, don't worry about that. Let them do what they do so you can get clear and get your procedure. Anyway, so yeah, you know what? pH balance might just be off. Exactly. It might not even be anything. People saying global warming. I don't know what the hell going on, but it feels like global colding because it's cold everywhere. I mean, we going to March here in California. This time last year, I was in a little tank top and some flip-flops. Not today, okay? So let me tell you guys, one of the things that I would like to talk to bigger people about, or thank you, Queen. I love that name. Thank you, babe. Are people who are still big, or maybe you're losing, but you've entered into a relationship real quick. If you love me, all the people who love me, push the thumbs up. That means something for us YouTubers, okay? For the numbers stuff. So click. It's only one. It's 42 of y'all watching. Everybody. What I've noticed is there are some of my followers who have entered into relationship, and as they lose the weight, they're expressing that their partner has become very uncomfortable with their new size. Now, some of it is just a matter of communication and your partner having to, adjust. It's an adjustment, especially if that partner is bigger or fat as well. But I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about a guy who's like, he's self-conscious and you looking good and he's afraid people might look at you. I'm talking about the relationships, and this is a few percent, but I just want to forewarn you, who are in a relationship with somebody who has a fat fetish, who enjoys your fat, sexually. Be careful not to let nobody fetishize you. See, sometimes as big people, we don't realize that we may not always love ourselves the way we should, right? That goes for skinny people too, but I'm talking about fat people. And sometimes we overcompensate. So what I've noticed, especially if you're a woman, what do we do if we're in a relationship? We'll clean to make up for what we think we lack as a woman. Or we'll cook really, really well. Or we'll volunteer at the church and serve everybody. And we just are moving and just a doing because deep down inside, we're secretly trying to prove ourselves worthy of the love we're getting instead of just sitting and letting the love, kind of fall on us. So I just wanted to come on here and kind of discuss, throw it out there. One of the videos I'm thinking about making is just to empower people who are bigger, who desire to change, to have this conversation with your loved one. I'm not talking about having a surgery and your husband or boyfriend or girlfriend is scared that you're going to die on the table. I'm talking about, will you love me if I'm a size 6? I want to have a tummy tuck. I have no desire to go get a BBL. I don't want a big old fat booty. In fact, so let me show you what I look like. I'm kind of fat right now and gained the weight. I told y'all that. So here's my body, right? I just want lipo, right? Hold on. Woo. Lipo, get my tummy tuck done. And as you can see, I ain't got it's not much. By the time I get lipo and shape this, I feel like I'm going to be all right. Okay? Now, my desire for my body type is I wish to be thin. I love being slim. I want to be, when I put my shoes on, I'm about 6'3" when I put my heels on. Don't let me put my wedge 6-inch platform. I'm huge. I want to be slim and thin. That's for me, right? But I had to have the conversation like, babe, you gonna be okay with me staying thin? I don't want no surgery. I don't want no bigger breasts. I don't want no bigger butt. I just want to be slim. I desire to be light. I want to run fast. He was like, babe, whatever you want to do, I love you all type of ways. But it was a scary conversation to have because I was scared that he might say something else. So let me read this. Oh, 2 feet of snow. Lord have mercy. Why is that if they are smaller? What do you mean? I pray in the freshman class late March. All right, come on, freshman class. I need to get some shirts made. It say VSG freshman class on the Losers Bench. I've been big all my life. You're right. Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, let me calm down. Okay, y'all get it. You feel me? Okay, cool. Y'all feel me? Freshman class, please find a man who will stick with you through thick and thin. Literally, yes. I started at 4:30. I'm 2:15 now. My fiance was with me throughout. Yes, finally. Yes. And so here's the thing. I'm not coming on to fuss at anybody. Okay, let me tell you. It's a metaphor, but walk with me. Life is very much like taking care of a plot of land. So if you or me were a plot of land, we inherited, the land our parents left for us. Now, for me, my land, my soil was a little tainted. Why, Catherine? Well, my mom was the other woman. My dad was married. She ain't know. So I already was born into drama. And then when they told my mom she was pregnant, they was like, oh, it's a tumor, So for the longest, she thought it was just a tumor. Then she found out I had a heartbeat. So my mom tells the story. She doesn't realize it did something to me, thinking I wasn't really supposed to be here anyway, right? So it talks about the land that I will grow from is already kind of dysfunctional and tainted, right? Grew up in a single parent household, Black woman, I don't need a man for nothing, right? So with that being said, I have to do the extra work as I became an adult to go back and figure out how can I get my land or my soil to a space where I can plant good fruit. If you go to the Bible, it's all in the Bible where it talks about a parable of the seed. Okay, how the word is good seed and it can land on the rock, it can land on soil, it can land where birds take it away, or it can grow with the thistles and thorns and weeds and get choked out. It's biblical. So anyway, I think that the reason why I throw this out, I don't give a whole lot of advice, but I'll give you some, but I want you to be aware of it. It's because everybody has different plots of land that we're working with, right? And our soil, for some of y'all, you had a great upbringing and something traumatic happened, right? Or you just are still trying to figure out life. Like we all are working with different soil contents. If you know anything about agriculture and farming, you can have great soil, but if the nitrogen levels is messed up, you got to plant something one season to get that ready so you can plant something the next season, right? Like beans and corn, you got to switch it off. So I just want you guys to be aware, no matter what size you are, make sure the person is not looking at you as a fetish, which also means you got to be aware. Now, I know y'all grown, and I know you want to hear this, but that's why you can't be popping coochie for everybody that you meet. Because one, it makes this foggy, you ain't seeing right, okay? But then two, you don't know what you're doing that they like that is separate from who you are. Okay, I'll give you an example. When I was I had been married to Lance for how long we been married? Maybe like 5 or 6 years. And there was this girl who worked at the gym where my husband worked at. Really nice lady. And she was married. She had 2 kids. And her husband had previously cheated on her. She told me this, right? So then she basically tells me to do this, this like sexy dance or whatever. What is this? Oh, here we go. For him, for like a night. She's like, put this on, do a dance to them in a chair, blah, blah, blah. So I did it. And I felt so uncomfortable doing that. Like putting on the thing and dancing and all that and putting my things in the mouth. I didn't feel right. And I said, well, I want to please my man, whatever. Years later, I said, I will never do that again. Why? Because of what had happened to me. I'm a victim of sexual assault numerous times. It made me uncomfortable. And I said to myself, I don't think my husband would want to enjoy me at my expense where he's enjoying it and I'm feeling nasty and freaky and dirty. So what I learned in that moment was society would tell you to do these things. And sometimes we don't learn how to check in with ourselves. So whether you're big or small, even if you're in the bedroom and you're doing stuff for this person that said, this is what I like, check in with you, married or not. Check, how did you feel after? And I think that as big people, we are one of the ones who are vulnerable or victims to this because we already are operating at a deficit. We already feel like, and if you're a big person that's like, I'm fat and I'm proud, well, I ain't talking to you. Hell, okay. Because when I was big, you would never hear me say, this is just how I am and I'm big and sexy. Hell no. Hell no. I wanted that weight gone so I could breathe when I tie my shoes, okay? And be diabetic free. I'm talking to the people who know it's hard for you to accept love for people. It's hard for you to even accept a compliment. Somebody say, oh, girl, you look good. You like, girl, you look good, girl. You can't even accept the love because you feel low key like, damn, like, do they really mean that? They trying to be funny? Oh, man, I got to lose this weight. Like, oh, I'm getting bigger and bigger. Like, so I just want to encourage y'all, check in with yourself. Don't let nobody fetishize you. I don't even know if that's a word, but let me read these comments. Sorry, y'all. Okay. VSG 422. Woo, woo. Oh, thank you, girl. Okay, preach. Okay, fertilize. Yes, come on, soil. Yes, lock it down. Okay, we on the same page. Okay, I have been married for 11 years in April, but I do not like my husband. That's hilarious. I'm reading, yeah, girl, amen. You better preach. I don't like that fool. And you know what, Letitia? Let me just say this, good for you for even being able to be aware of it, because now you can move forward in truth for whatever you choose to do for you and your family. I think we got to be honest with ourselves. And, marriages goes in cycles. Okay, sometimes you up, and then when you going down is when it really count, But I will say, good for you for being honest with yourself. Now you can make a determination from a place of sobriety to say, okay, I don't like him. Do I love him? Let me figure out where this is coming from. You know what I'm saying? I had that conversation starting in September 18. Me and my honey bunny are still having it. I make sure he's on board with me. He's just wanting me to be healthy or whatever. Yes. And it is an ongoing conversation. I think that's a great point. Any relationship, even if it's a friendship or it with my children, we like this. What day was it? Like Saturday. My husband, he was like, "Okay, what do you guys like that we do as parents? What do you think we could do better? And is there anything we do that you don't like? Anything you have a question about on why we do it?" And we ask them that every few months because we're open to critique. I mean, I don't want my kids scared to be honest with me, but I also need to know, like, I never grew up in a 2-parent household. I had to learn years later that it's okay for my husband to fuss at my children. I used to stop him because I didn't grow up with that masculine energy. So it scared me. It frightened me. But then I talked to my homegirls like, oh, girl, my daddy was just like that. And I'm like, oh, for real? Because I didn't grow up with no dad. So an ongoing conversation is good in any relationship. In fact, lack of communication is one of the first signs that something's wrong. Okay? And you know how I know? Spend your money on something and you ain't got no communication about where your stuff at. Order some food and you ain't seen nobody for an hour. Lack of communication will drive you crazy. It's the same thing with a relationship. So I hope that helps somebody. Oh, girl, I love you too, Felicia, girl. Folks doing stuff sexually because they feel obligated because of the way they feel about themselves. Yes, and it's scary. And we didn't have it modeled for us. Let me say that. If you're, you know, judging yourself right now, you got to remember you didn't have it modeled for you. Like I didn't have it modeled for me. So that means that we're like searching in the dark, trying to figure out how to do this thing, you know, how to operate in life, how to work. And sometimes we make mistakes. So make sure you forgive yourself and always reach out. I mean, you guys, I have a whole bookshelf over there. Actually, I need a second bookshelf. Books everywhere. Sometimes I don't read all of them. Sometimes I be in 4 different books studying, trying to understand, you know, life and what I need as far as tools to help me be successful in life. Never let somebody make you feel like you're too old to learn nothing. Always reserve the right to change your damn mind, because we do it all the time. Another thing, this is stuff that I say on Instagram. I know some of y'all don't follow me, so I'm trying to give you everything. One thing that I get out of in this culture, and when I say culture, I don't mean Black people. I mean right now, 2019, it's a culture of language and social media. Stop calling everything and everybody petty. That word has a negative connotation. Sometimes things can be petty, but other times there are things that are not petty that are bothering your ass. And because you don't want to come off like you petty, you don't say nothing. Here's a perfect example. A couple of weeks ago, 1 week ago, I was in the kitchen with Lance, right? We were cooking and I saw him making hash browns. So he don't have no butter, no nothing in the pan. He just got the potatoes, right? The pre-made ones. So I was like, well, let me put a little bit of butter or oil so it can get crispy. So he goes, I don't really like them like that. I said, what? He was like, I don't really like them like that. They real oily when you make them like that. And I don't like them like that. I don't know what happened, but that shit pissed me off. I'm like, oh, you don't like my hash browns? Really? All the stuff I cook, and if you follow me on social media, you know Mother gets down. All the stuff that I cook, and so my hash browns nasty? But so all is going in my head. So I'm trying to calm down. I'm slamming cabinets. I'm washing dishes. He's like, yeah, I'm like, I'm fine. You okay? And so I took 20 minutes and I said, Catherine, why is this bothering you? Side note, always ask yourself that. If you're out somewhere and somebody's talking about something or somebody that bothers you, that's because somewhere in there, 9 times out of 10, some of that shit you believe about yourself. If somebody came up to me and was like, ugh, girl, you ugly. I remember somebody told me that and I started laughing in their face and then we almost fought. But I had never heard anybody call me ugly like that before as an adult. Come up to me and tell me I'm fat. We gonna be boxing. Why? Because I kind of believed that a little bit when I was bigger. Okay, push play. So I said, you know what? Let's talk. He was like, what's wrong with you? I said, you made a comment about my oily hash browns and you don't like them like that. Every motherfucking restaurant we go to, your ass is ordering hash browns with cheese. You know how they make it? Because he's from Alabama. And if you from the South, you know good and gosh darn well, a Waffle House, take that little silver spoon of oil and put it on the griddle and dump the hash browns. That's how they are cooked, sir. And your ass be eating them. So here on the West Coast, it's the same way that the hash browns ain't as good, but it's still shredded potatoes with not oil, potatoes, and then cheese. I'm like, when they bring it to you on the plate, it's oily, but you be eating them hash browns with no problem. When I make it, it's nasty. So he was like, girl. So I was like, I started not to say nothing because it was petty. But that pettiness, what I heard him say was, your food ain't shit. And I'd rather enjoy it from somebody else. And I take pride in the food that I cook for my husband. So why am I telling this story? You got to be comfortable enough in your immaturity and your lack of wisdom, in your carnality, to be vulnerable with the people who you're in a relationship with when stuff bothers you. Don't let this word or this idea of being petty keep you from your damn healing. So we talked about it and I was like, I know this is crazy, but I was really offended. So after we got finished, she was like, I'm sorry, babe. Like, you want some hash browns? I'm like, no, fuck you and them hash browns. But so I've been using this story this weekend. I have an event coming up called Sip and Chat. I do it once a month. My goal is to take it on the road, but I got to make money. But I invite women and men sometime when it's co-ed. We have mimosas or a rum punch I make, and we talk about this stuff. And I've been trying to educate people on these ideas that hit me. And one of them is we're going to lose the idea that it's petty. It's not petty if it's bothering you, sis. It's not petty if it's bothering you. If scrolling on social media, seeing everybody with big butts is bothering you, and you think you need surgery because of that, or you think you're not sexy because of that, stop following them. It's not petty. You're important. Your mental stability and health is important, especially if you have children or a loved one that you're caring for. I am a Christian, a disciple of Jesus Christ, but I believe in energy. I believe in energy because energy ain't nothing but your spirit manifested, yourself manifested through spirit. Okay. And so if people are operating the energy, my discernment was picking up and I'm like, that's a demon. Ooh. No, girl, you can't come sit by me. I've stood in line before. Four people, two behind me. Somebody just come and stand in front of me like they know. I said, "Oh, you a whole demon." They turn around. Excuse me. There's a whole line, and you thought nobody's gonna say nothing to you. Now go on back, Satan. Get on the line back there, and they be like, "You are crazy." Yeah, I'm crazy. I see you, Legion. Get your ass in the back of the line. Okay, let me read these comments. I know y'all walking with me. My kids are grown and my guy can't not let go of the street. I spend all my time in my room, never go anywhere and do anything. Ooh, sis. Girl, you got to get real clear what you want in your life. He's showing you what he want, where he at, where he want to be. Come on, Keisha Cole, you need to turn that song on. Listen to it about 10 times. It ain't where he's at, where he wanted. What is it? It's where he's at. It ain't where he want to be. So do you need to make a vision board. You need to take your tail somewhere, get some magazines or some newspaper, make you a vision board. What you want for 2019? And then you sit down and you say, okay, I want to be free and be healed. What I need to do? What's harming me the most? Oh, my man. Oh, damn. That don't mean he can't come back. That just means you decide to rewrite your terms and conditions for your relationship. And then you turn that contract around and slide it across the table. Baby, if you can do this, we could be together. If not, okay, because it's 2019, you're going to look up, it's going to be 2029. And you're not going to be on this live talking about Cat, I'm still with him, because I don't want to hear it. Okay? You too precious of a person to be sitting here sad. He ain't on no live talking about you. Girl, you deserve better. I'm going to be praying for you, Veronica, girl. Yes, I hope it gets better for her too. Heck yeah. I didn't trust compliments from people. Me either. I didn't feel good about me. I saw the reflection in the mirror. If you feel less than, how can someone else think of more of you? Exactly. I felt the same way. Good, girl. We touched you, girl. Yes. Get to the root of the issue. We have to. Because if we keep dealing with surface level issues, you never get healed. And then those are the bitter people. You ever walk around and see somebody that's mad, angry, and bitter? Oh, baby, that ain't nothing but deep-seated hurt and pain. Who hurt you, sis? Why you so mean? Especially them old Black ladies. And a lot of them dealt with being silenced, sexual abuse, from both white men and Black men, you know, whoever they were with, not being heard. And they were taught you didn't matter. So what do they teach their kids? If I don't matter, your ass definitely don't matter. You see that? And that is a generational curse. I'm working on that though. Okay, therapy, good. To be vulnerable enough to say what I need and what I don't like with friends, family, relationships. Good. And sometimes, Desiree, before you can clearly articulate your thoughts, before you can communicate it, sometimes no is what you need to learn how to do before anything else. Because as you get older, and I don't say older like age, I mean more wise, and you live longer, you realize you ain't always got to explain why it's no. You ain't always got to, sometimes you learn not to say what you need because you realize they ass can't give it to you anyway. Come on, somebody. I know you know what I'm talking about. We want love from people who are already broken and dysfunctional. You waiting on your mama to love you the way you always wanted her to. Her mama didn't love her, and her mama didn't go. You have to let that go and give that to God and say, I'm gonna just love you the way I know how, to a limit, so it don't hurt me. We got to stop doing that. We got to stop looking for things from people that they can't give it to themselves. How they gonna give it to you? Girl, I gotta get out of here. Y'all not gonna have me hollering. Start taking yourself out to dinner, to the movies. Yes, Veronica. I agree with Deborah. Thank you, Deborah, for mentioning that. It sounds like you could be possibly depressed, not wanting to go nowhere, and you got to get out of that. And one of the ways to get out of that, find stuff you like to do. I have a picture of my bathroom that says California. In the back of the picture, it's a picture of a California sunset at a beach. It's a double set of glass in the front. It says California with frost, and you can look through it and see the thing. I love that picture. Sometimes I get up in the middle of the night, go in the bathroom, just look at that picture. I don't know what it is. It reminds me of that show, California Dreams. But do stuff that makes you happy. It ain't even got to be if you don't like going to the movies, because I don't, my husband keep me at the damn movies. It may just be looking at a picture, drawing, coloring. I listen to, my favorite song is No Diggity, No Doubt by Blackstreet. I listen to that song 8 times a day. I don't give a damn. It made me feel good. Anyway. Okay, amen. So everybody is on the same page. Okay, it's 30 minutes. What time is it? I got to get ready and take my little fake daughter this damn food. I love you all. I really hope this live blessed y'all and touched y'all. My VSG boxes will be up and running again. It's just that I was in surgery. Things got whatever. The few that I was able to send out, people, I had great reviews. I need to make my video to go with the bands. My book, y'all just keep praying for me. I'm trying to get it out. I'm not a writer. I'm a speaker. And so writing, sometimes I get frustrated with myself because I can say it so much clearer. But I think this is a challenge. I think this is God's way of blessing me with the income so I can go on tour, because I've been saying that for a year. And so I know if I write a book, y'all gonna buy it. I just know y'all are. One, because a lot of y'all have bought into me as a brand. It ain't so much like what I say. It's the fact that I've shown you my heart and we connect. That's why I try to teach other people, like, let them buy into you. Girl, we don't care nothing about your Instagram page being pink and purple. Who is you? But anyway, I know y'all would support. So that, and then it's going to be funny. It's going to be like reading, but you hear me. And I can do little book readings and read little chapters and stuff. I don't know. We're going to figure it out. So anyway, okay, love y'all too. Okay, cool. All right, y'all. Go on, get y'all some sleep. I'll see y'all later. Peace.